Islam, they explain Jannah so beautifully and so, like, it makes you want to go to Jannah, you know what I mean? The fact that we're going to live forever sounds amazing.
والله أعلم بأدائكم وكفى بالله وليا وكفى بالله نصيرا.
سوف نشاهد في هذا الفيديو عددا كبيرا من الأجانب الذين اعتنقوا الإسلام. تختلف قصصهم ورواياتهم عن سبب دخولهم الإسلام، الدين الوحيد الذي لا زال يقر بأن الله واحد، والذي هو من أعظم الأسباب التي يهتدي بها غير المسلمين للإسلام. كذلك القرآن تضمن غيبيات وحقائق علمية مذهلة ذكرها قبل 14 قرن من الزمن، وهو أيضا من أعظم الأسباب التي يخالج بها الإيمان صدور قوم ما كانوا يعرفون ما الإسلام وما الإيمان. لنكمل المشاهدة.
But anyways, I feel like people always ask me why I reverted to Islam and I can never give them a solid answer. So I'm going to give you guys 3 reasons why I reverted to Islam. Which, by the way, I think it is very important to preface the fact that my mom was Catholic and my dad was Christian. So I grew up with 2 completely different, not completely different faiths, but they were different faiths enough to get me confused. But anyways, the whole Holy Trinity thing was very complicated, to say the least. Please don't come for me. But to further explain a little bit, how can God be 1 and 3 at the same time? The math ain't mathin'. In Islam, there is only one God and one God only. Allah is one. And in my opinion, Islam is the only monogamous relationship religion. I don't know if I used that term right, but you know what I mean, girl. Okay, wait, I just Googled what monogamous means. It means involving marriage to one person at a time.
The meaning marriage is mean العلاقات الأحادية. هي لم تكن تريد أن تقول هذه الكلمة، ولكن كانت تريد أن تقول العقيدة التوحيدية، ولكنها أخطأت. ستصلح هذا الخطأ. نتابع.
That was definitely not what I meant to say. Okay, so the right term is monotheistic, relating to or characterized by the belief that there is only one God, period. Moving on to reason number 2 is that the Quran has never been altered. Girl! Like in Catholicism, they would tell us that the reason why that the Bible was constantly being altered and changed is because times are changing. Society is changing, which facts. But at the same time, the fact that it is being altered so often and people are putting their little inputs all the time makes it that much more complicated. And it also loses its credibility. Not credibility, but yes, credibility. It loses its value. You get what I mean? And the Quran, on the other hand, babe, she's never been changed. The Quran has been the same ever since it was revealed to us. And to me, that's way more valuable and credible. And with that, I love that the Quran is so open to interpretation. So yes, as times are changing, scholars are able to interpret the Quran differently with the same basics. Does that make sense? And number 3, it's kind of random, but it is a huge reason as to why I actually loved Islam in the beginning when I first started learning about it. And that is Jannah, heaven. Hear me out. Okay, we have a guest joining us for the rest of this video, but when I was Catholic, I would literally lay at night thinking about the fact that if I went to heaven, I would have to live forever, terrified. Because I feel like they never really explained what heaven was like and how beautiful it would be. But in Islam, they explain Jannah so beautifully and so, like, it makes you want to go to Jannah, you know what I mean? The fact that we're going to live forever sounds amazing. The fact that the whole reason why we live and come to this dunya is to go to Jannah, and every detail about Jannah. For example, the fact that you could bite an apple and every bite is going to taste different and better every time, like, that is just amazing. I'm running out of time, but I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope that made sense. I feel like I was all over the place, but you guys get the point. Anyways, love ya.
نعم، هذا صحيح. في الجنة يأكل المؤمن الفاكهة ب70 مذاقا مختلف، يعني كل قضمة بمذاق مختلف عن القضمة الأخرى، وهذا يعني من النعيم الموجود هناك والذي لا يوجد في الحياة الدنيا. كان سبب هداية هذه الفتاة لاعتناق الإسلام لأنها كانت لا تعرف ما الجنة في المسيحية، يعني كانت تتخيل بأنها ستعيش في جنة مرعوبة وللأبد، لأن في كتابهم لا يوجد شيء يصف الجنة ما عدا الحياة الأبدية. هكذا تقرأ في العهد القديم أو في العهد الجديد.
Hey guys, I'm getting dinner with the girls tonight and wanted to film and get ready with me a video while I talk about the reasons why I converted to Islam. I want to break it down into a series where each video I talk about one reason why, because girls that I haven't seen for a while, they always ask me my reasons, so I want to basically remind myself and also share with you guys. So this is the book that I read that basically converted me to Islam. I mean, it's called Eternal Challenges, and it talks about the miracles in the Quran.
I am a 26-year-old Muslim revert. Nobody forced me. Nobody coerced me. I didn't do it to make a man fall in love with me, and, you know, I didn't do it for those reasons. I did it for myself. So what piques my interest in Islam? And I was super depressed. I was super unhappy, and I tried to end my life. When I was in the hospital getting help, I read the Quran. I read the Quran out of curiosity. I did not think it was gonna help me. The first thing that really made me be like, wait a second, you know, was I couldn't find any scary terrorism. I couldn't find any bad things in the Quran. Second thing is the science. Undeniable scientific facts in the Quran that were not discovered for thousands of years later by science. So the Quran would state something, you know, about water or sperm or the Big Bang, and those things were not known back then. And subhanAllah, I could go on, but I'm running out of time. And I pray that Islam continues to bring my soul peace as well as yours.
Assalamu alaikum. You know, in the past few weeks, there's been so much commentary regarding people and places and allegiances and weapon systems. A lot of accusations back and forth, who's right, who's wrong. You know, Prophet Muhammad has told us in a hadith that in times of tribulation, it's best to keep silent. However, in regards to Allah's words in the Quran, they are forever in all places and times. So I don't consider I'm keeping silent when I give you a wonderful ayah that I think sums up what we're all going through. And inshallah, it will give you some sort of a feeling of peace, because that's what Islam is for. It's in Surah Nisa. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والله أعلم بأعدائكم وكفى بالله وليا وكفى بالله نصيرا. This verse means that Allah is more knowledgeable. أعلم. He knows better than you. Who are your enemy? بِأَدَائِكُمْ. Who are they? Where are they? What they're doing. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ وَلِيًّا. Kafa means enough. Allah is enough to dispose of your affairs. That's wali. وَكَفَى بِاللَّهِ نَصِيرًا. Nasira means to bring you victory. Wali. Nasir. So when Allah tells you, He's enough, kifaya, enough, what more do you want? Inshallah, you get what I mean? Keep saying this to yourself. Keep saying to yourself all day, Allah is enough. Allah is enough. He knows who my enemy is. He knows what they're doing. And you know, you don't have to use this only in times of war. اذكروا كثيرا. The remembrance of Allah is very powerful.
3 reasons that led to me converting to Islam. After my research, I found that Islam is the only true religion and Islam is just beautiful. Perfect. Subhanallah. Number 2, knowing that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is responsible for everything and everyone in this world gives me so much peace and is a big relief of stress.
Número 3.
I learned how to value the things I have and how to appreciate the things I had, and that made me really humble and not always rush for the next thing and always want more. So this is me, this is my story, this is why I converted. So what